everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to come with some great, good information for you. If you don't know what your gaming PC, because a lot of us just own a lot of old PCs, using the FM2s, AM3s, the 1151s. So, and a lot of them still on the old graphic cards, such as the 970, the 980. Ti, the 1060, 6 gigabyte, or the 2060, or they still are on these gaming cards. We're not on the new gaming cards yet, but soon they come back on shelves. Along the line, y'all gonna go ahead on and buy them. But to go ahead and keep that in mind, this website that I use helps me with my gaming system. Even though I put it together because I play like a lot of RPG games, a lot of puzzle games, and I play a little bit of this and that, which is my Mortal Kombat, Warframe, a little bit here, a little bit there, But other than that, this website helped me out a lot to go ahead and figure out what games could play on my gaming rig, and also I'm gonna go ahead and be putting up my editing rig too, because my editing rig is on the Ryzen 5 3600, 32 gigabyte with the Radeon RX 550 card in there. Still using it, but because why? Because that's the only thing was available as we went into the GPU crisis. I know the card I wanted to get, the price was going up sky high, and I had to back off of it. But back to what I was saying. This website helped me out a lot to determine what games could play on my FM2 gaming rig. Yes, I want the A10 5800K 16 gigabyte, the GTX 1060 3 gigabyte. That card helps me out a lot. I have no issues with it, and the performance of it is well. So let's go ahead and get right into this website here. This is great information if y'all trying to play these new esport and AAA games that is coming out that is high demanded in computer graphics, and with the certain cards that came out, they show games that you're supposed to play with those cards. So let's get right into this good information here. Now, the name of the website that I'm going to be putting putting the link in the description below, so y'all can go ahead and see what games are compatible with your gaming rig. Now, some of y'all still on the 9080 Ti, still playing the games you like. Some of them are on the GT 1030, etc. Now, this website is great. I'm going to be putting in both of my PCs, my editing rig, because it plays games as well too, and my gaming rig. So now let's start off with my gaming rig, which is the A10 5800K, 4 cores, 4 threads. It's an APU because it comes with the Radeon HD 7000 graphic controller in the CPU. So that's a big plus. Now I'm on the 1060 3 gigabyte, and I'm on 16 gigabyte of RAM, which is at 1600. Now, when I go ahead and get the DDR3 at 2400, then I'll be on and popping, and everything gonna be running smooth. But right now, I have decided it's hard to find it, but I'm going to get it in there. So now I got all my information specs listed, and I'm gonna go ahead on and rate my PC. Now it rated at 42%. Processor AMD A10 5800K, graphic card NVIDIA GTX 1063 gigabyte with 16 gigabyte of RAM. Now, because it rated at 42%, that don't mean anything. What does it means that your computer has an AMD A10 5800K CPU paired with 16 gigabyte of RAM for a graphic. Your system has the NVIDIA GTX 1060 gigabyte. Your PC can run 424 of the top 1,000 most popular games listed on Benchmark PC Game Benchmark at at a recommended system level. The weakest link in your system is your CPU. Upgrading this will have a big impact on your performance in games. Now, number saying that, I could go ahead and play 424 games. It says it right there out of 1,000, which is good because I can't go wrong with that. As y'all know, I'm not going to be playing 424 games on this system, but I can, but I'm not. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on this button here, which games can I run? Here, it gives me a game of 4,120 pages for me to go ahead and play the latest 419 games. Now I got my Valorant, Grand Theft Auto 5, Valheim, Minecraft, Fortnite, and Fortnite do run good on my system. I haven't played Counter Strike Global Offense, CS:GO. I might play it. Witch Hunter 3, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Now here, it goes all the way to 4,120 pages of the best games that I could go ahead and play on my gaming rig, which is great. Using this website here helped me out a lot with my games, with what games I could play on my system. As you see, I'm on the 4 threads, 4-core processor at 3.8 gigahertz, which is not bad. Now I'm gonna go ahead on and go to the second sheet and click on I love my daughter too. The force. I'm gonna click on that. Now here, when you click on it, it's in minimum settings. Everything passes, so you can't go wrong with that. Minimum settings is an Intel Core 2 Duo T7700, NVIDIA GeForce 8800 GT with 4 gigabytes of RAM. My system is running good for minimum settings. So I'm gonna click on recommended, and it passed in recommended settings. Now, here's the thing here, and I'm gonna let y'all know this very, very brief. Processor is at 111%. That is great. If the percentage level falls under 80, you are in trouble. Yes, you are in trouble. That means that your system will be bottlenecking, your CPU gonna be struggling, as well as your GPU. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in the latest games that is out now. And that's what I think Outriders came out. So let me go ahead and put that in. Boom, Outriders. Now in minimum, it passed. So let's look at the bar. Now it's at 89%. So that means I am great playing at minimum settings. That means I gotta be turning down all the ultra settings down the low, which is the shaders, etc., etc., etc. Turn that down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in recommended. And as you see right here, my CPU fails. Now I'm gonna go down to the bar chart, and this is why I'm telling you. Graphic card is great. RAM is great. Here, my processor is at 74% running in the recommended settings. That means that my CPU is gonna be heating up to the max just to process the high CG in that game. CG is computer graphics. So trying to process the frames in the game is going to go ahead on and take forever. So this is one thing I'm gonna tell you. When you play your game, even though you're in recommended settings or minimum, if you see it drop under 80%, your system is going to be bottlenecking. So now let me go ahead on and put in my gaming rig. Not my gaming rig, my editing rig, which is on the Ryzen 5 3600. A lot of people want me to play my video games on my editing rig, but my editing rig is all for business and producing my videos for YouTube. Graphic card is the RX 550 with 30F. I just upgraded my RAM and my editing rate. I am at 32 full capacity for my Asus Prime A320M-K. It's at full capacity and my baby is dumping. So let's rate the PC. Here it gave it 36%. Why it gave it 36%? Because of my graphic card. My graphic card can hold. It's a 2 GB graphic card, but they kind of like cut that out. You can play games on the 2 GB graphic card, just certain games you can play. You can't play them all. Now here, since I'm on the RX 550, it says your PC can run 358 games of the top 1,000 on my PC, which gave me a 36%. See, this is one reason why when y'all play your games, a lot of y'all struggle with playing games because the VRAM is struggling to process the computer graphics in these high-rated esport and AAA games. This is one reason why I recommend y'all using PC Game Benchmark and testing your system out. You can sit down here and be on the i5 10400, or you can be on the i5 11600. It don't matter because we don't have no GPUs and you be using APUs. This is one reason why a lot of people recommend Intels now, because Intel has a whole lot of APUs than AMD. So, with that said right there, which games can I run on my system? It gives me the same Apex, Minecraft, etc. But I'm gonna go ahead and put in one game I'm going to test on this set is the Medium. Now, as you see in minimum settings, I am in minimum. My AMD Radeon RX 550 fails. It cannot keep up. And they sit down here and gave you a view of required upgrades to push with your system. As you see, my processor is at 168%. The higher the number, the better, the faster the performance. And here's my little graphic card at 74%. Just like I said, once it falls under 74%, it will be bottlenecking heavy. And the RAM is at 400%. So my baby flying. So it's not an issue with that. And let's go ahead and click now. When you get this view required upgrades, you can click on that. And they sit down here and put down the AMD Radeon RX 580, which is 75% faster. Now, the card I want to get is right here, the NVIDIA 1070 Ti or the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. Those are the only two cards I want to get. The GTX 1660 Ti or Super, or the, just like I said, I wanted the RTX 3060 12 GB, but when that card come back on market, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. So enough said with that going on. It is what it is. So with this here website here, you cannot go wrong with it. Just like I said, I'm gonna be putting all the link and the information in the description key below, so I can go ahead and click on it and run your systems with this website. You cannot go wrong with it. This website helped me out a lot, and I want this website to help you guys out that's coming into the gaming world or is into the gaming world trying to figure out what games to play on your system while you're on onboard graphics, or with the display graphic cards they pushing out now, which is the GT series, the GT 1030 or the GT 10 or the GTX 1050 Whatever that's out there, it works. It's gonna make sense. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Please hit the like button. That'd be a big plus for me. I got more great content coming your way, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.